Some machines arrive in the world with a kind of sharpened purpose. They carry an aura that tells you they were not designed simply to fill a showroom slot, but to make anyone who encounters them pause and take in the intention behind every surface. There is a special charge in studying a machine that blends artistry with high-load capability, especially when its mission centers on precision, speed, and the kind of mechanical confidence that feels almost sculptural. When a design language hints at intensity yet remains elegant, it invites a deeper look at how form and function negotiate with each other. That tension can reveal the true character of a performance icon. The appeal of such a machine is not just in how fast it can move, but in how it communicates ambition through materials, proportion, and the way it channels engineering into an experience that resonates long after the ride ends. It is the rare example that encourages us to think about why certain machines rise above the rest and become touchstones for enthusiasts who value both performance and presence. If you enjoy long-form deep dives into standout machines, like and subscribe, and comment with the next topic you want covered. The 2010 MV Agusta F41000 stands as the kind of machine that makes you reassess what a high-performance motorcycle can communicate through its presence. The moment its name enters the conversation, you understand that this is not simply about horsepower or lap times but about a synthesis of refinement and purpose. The story of the 2010 MV Agusta F41000 begins with its designers asking how far elegance could be pushed while maintaining the capability expected of a flagship superbike. That question shaped everything from its silhouette to its tightly controlled mechanical layout. The company wanted this generation to feel like an evolution rather than a departure. They kept the signature elements but rebuilt the underlying structure to reduce weight, improve cooling efficiency, and enhance stability at elevated speeds. Those decisions set the stage for a machine that looked familiar at a glance yet felt fundamentally renewed when studied in detail. The visual identity of the 2010 MV Agusta F41000 was not accidental. Every contour was refined to balance aerodynamic flow with the brand's traditional sculptural approach. The signature tail section remained impossibly narrow. The quad exit exhaust maintained its jewel-like alignment. The bodywork aligned into a coherent line that pulled air cleanly across the fairing. Aerodynamic shaping was critical. The team knew that any unnecessary turbulence at track speed could undermine the bike's stability and sap rider confidence. They balanced sharp edges with controlled curvature to guide air toward essential systems and away from the rider, resulting in a sleek profile that remained functional without losing its artistic appeal. The bike projected intensity even when still. Its stance suggested readiness, and its proportions highlighted the tension between compact mass and high-output intent. This visual language was carried forward from earlier generations, but the 2010 version used new materials and revised geometry to create a tighter and more deliberate form. At the core of the 2010 MV Agusta F41000 was its updated inline-4 engine. It delivered strong top-end performance while maintaining a linear surge through the mid-range. The engine architecture focused on clean internal airflow and efficient thermal balance. Engineers revised the cylinder head, intake paths, and combustion chamber shape to support improved burn efficiency. These changes were essential because the team wanted higher power without compromising reliability or daily usability. The focus on controlled airflow continued into the intake system. The redesigned airbox provided stronger pressure at speed, and the fuel injection mapping aimed for crisp response across varying load levels. Riders experienced a machine that delivered urgency without feeling unpredictable. The throttle relationship felt sharp but not erratic, allowing confident acceleration in demanding environments. The chassis design played an equally large role in defining the character of the 2010 MV Agusta F41000. It used a steel trellis mated to aluminum side plates to create a stiff yet communicative structure. This hybrid design allowed the motorcycle to remain stable under high load, particularly during corner entry and heavy braking. Engineers knew that rigidity alone would not create the desired feel. They tuned flex patterns to provide feedback without introducing excess movement. Suspension components were chosen to maintain precise control. The fork and shock worked together to keep the motorcycle composed over mid-corner bumps and fast direction changes. The geometry favored stability, yet the front end maintained sharp turn-in capability that rewarded confident riders with predictable tracking. The ergonomics were intentionally athletic. The seat height, peg placement, and reach to the bars positioned the rider in a forward-leaning stance that communicated the bike's performance intent. This combination of engine character, chassis precision, and aerodynamic clarity created the signature riding sensation of the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000. It felt like a tightly knit machine that demanded rider engagement. The bike invited a measured approach. It responded best to smooth inputs and rewarded those who respected the harmony between throttle, brake, and body position. This was a motorcycle crafted for riders who valued precision. The experience felt immersive and exacting rather than casual. Even at moderate speeds, the F4 offered sensory feedback that made each moment feel intentional. The mechanical tone, the intake sound, and the vibration signature all contributed to a sense of connection. The design and engineering choices produced a machine that expressed its personality through the way it asked to be ridden. It was not merely transportation but a focused performance tool shaped with care. The evolution from earlier generations carried technical importance. The 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 integrated modern manufacturing methods and lighter components to address the weight concerns of previous versions. Engineers trimmed mass wherever possible. Lighter wheels, refined fasteners, and redesigned body panels contributed to improved agility and reduced rotational inertia. The updated cooling system managed heat more effectively, allowing the engine to maintain consistent performance even during extended high-load operation. The brake system used powerful calipers and large rotors to deliver firm and predictable stopping forces. Riders could modulate pressure with confidence during demanding scenarios. The refinement did not mute the bike's personality. Instead, it sharpened its abilities, making the experience more cohesive and rewarding. In everyday use, the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 presented a balance of accessibility and athleticism. While clearly a performance-oriented machine, it maintained a manageable demeanor at lower speeds. The clutch action, throttle feel, and gearbox ratios worked together to reduce fatigue in urban environments. However, the bike came alive most fully when given space to stretch. The seating position and suspension calibration signaled that this was not a relaxed touring machine. Instead, it encouraged intentional riding and rewarded those who engaged with its strengths. The heat management improvements helped make practical outings more comfortable, and the refined injection mapping smoothed low-speed transitions. Owners appreciated that the machine offered both daily usability and the ability to deliver an intense performance experience when conditions allowed. The 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 also carried emotional weight. It represented a statement about craftsmanship and the importance of aesthetic identity within the high-performance motorcycle world. The designers resisted compromise. They held onto the signature cues that made the F4 instantly recognizable, while updating the underlying platform for modern demands. This approach resonated with enthusiasts who valued the legacy of the model. They saw the 2010 version as both a continuation and a revitalization. The motorcycle felt like a celebration of what made the brand distinctive. Its lines, proportions, and detailing communicated a clear sense of purpose. This emotional dimension reinforced its place as a standout machine. It was not just another product launch, but a reaffirmation of design ideals. The 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 enters Segment 2 with its reputation as a machine that blends precision, power, and sculptural presence. At this stage, the focus turns to how its technical choices shape the rider experience and distinguish its behavior from other high-performance options. The core of the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 remains its inline-4 engine. While its peak output often captures headlines, the real narrative lies in how engineers cultivated a responsive and balanced character across the entire RPM range. The team refined port shapes and combustion efficiency to maintain strong torque delivery. The goal was not simply maximum power, but a predictable surge that allowed riders to manage acceleration on varied surfaces. Fuel injection mapping further emphasized smoothness. Instead of abrupt transitions, riders felt a linear progression that enabled confident control. Even under heavy stress, the cooling system maintained consistent temperatures. This reliability mattered during extended high-load scenarios common in track environments. The throttle relationship of the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 deserves close attention. Engineers designed it to communicate subtle changes immediately, which helped riders maintain traction and stability. This responsiveness required precise calibration. Too much sensitivity would burden riders, while too little would dull the bike's character. The chosen balance created a sensation of connection that made the machine feel alive without becoming unpredictable. This translated into accessible acceleration on corner exits and a sense of authority when overtaking. The combination of mechanical refinement and electronic tuning produced a motorcycle that felt intuitive in skilled hands. Riders could trust it to respond predictably even when pushed. Chassis dynamics played an equally influential role. The hybrid steel trellis and aluminum plate frame provided the stiffness needed for precision without eliminating the controlled flex that helps maintain feedback. The 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 used its chassis innovation to stabilize behavior at high speed. This stability was essential for confidence during fast sweepers and heavy braking zones. Suspension components were selected for their adjustability. Riders could fine-tune compression, rebound, and preload to accommodate track conditions or personal preference. While the default setup tended toward firmness, it rewarded smooth inputs with sharp turn-in and disciplined mid-corner behavior. The geometry emphasized stability yet allowed agile direction changes. The result was a planted yet responsive ride that maintained composure during rapid transitions. The braking system of the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 contributed significantly to rider confidence. High-quality calipers paired with large rotors created strong and controllable stopping capability. Engineers focused on predictable lever feel. Riders could apply incremental pressure without fear of sudden shifts in braking force. Heat management within the braking system allowed repeated heavy application without a noticeable decline in performance. This consistency mattered during track sessions, where repeated lap cycles test the resilience of every component. The combination of braking power and chassis stability produced a motorcycle that felt reassuring under demanding conditions. This strengthened its identity as a machine designed for committed riders. Aerodynamic behavior formed another defining element. The sleek bodywork of the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 was shaped to reduce turbulence and guide air efficiently across its surfaces. Reduced drag contributed to high-speed stability, while targeted airflow helped cool critical components. The sculpted fairing minimized lift and enhanced rider comfort by directing wind around the torso. This reduced fatigue on longer rides. Engineers also prioritized thermal dissipation within the bodywork. Vents and channels guided hot air away from the engine and exhaust. These aerodynamic strategies helped maintain consistent performance while preserving the distinctive visual identity of the model. In practical use, the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 displayed a dual personality. It could navigate daily environments but clearly thrived when given space to operate at a faster pace. The ergonomics emphasized an engaged riding posture. While more demanding than casual motorcycles, they positioned the rider ideally for precise inputs. The controls communicated clearly. The clutch delivered a defined engagement point. The gearbox offered crisp shifts, and the throttle remained responsive. Riders appreciated the sense of purpose. The machine made its intentions known through every interface point. Heat output was manageable due to system refinements. This expanded its usability beyond short rides. The emotional dimension of riding the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 continued to shape its appeal. Enthusiasts valued the sense of occasion that accompanied each ride. The sound signature emerged from carefully chosen intake and exhaust characteristics. It carried a controlled intensity that matched the motorcycle's stately presence. The vibration profile felt deliberate. Engineers tuned it to provide sensation without introducing discomfort. The result was a multisensory experience that elevated each moment. Riders felt connected not only to the road, but to the machine's internal rhythm. This blend of mechanical transparency and aesthetic cohesion established the model as a highly regarded performance icon. Ownership considerations further contributed to its reputation. While maintenance required diligence, many owners found the experience rewarding due to the attention to detail throughout the construction. Material selection reflected a commitment to durability. High-quality fasteners, precision-machined components, and refined bodywork contributed to a sense of long-term solidity. System accessibility improved compared to earlier versions. This simplified routine service tasks. These factors reinforced the idea that the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 was built with care. Enthusiasts appreciated the effort invested in crafting a machine with both functional and emotional depth. The 2010 MV Agusta F4 in Segment 2 demonstrates how its engineering, design logic, and riding behavior intersect to create a balanced and highly focused performance experience. This clarity of purpose allowed it to establish a distinctive identity among dedicated riders. The 2010 MV Agusta F4 opened Segment 3 with its reputation firmly established. The focus now turns to the long-term impact of the 2010 MV Agusta F4 and how its design choices, engineering priorities, and overall presence shaped its legacy across the high-performance motorcycle landscape. This model carried forward the visual lineage that had defined earlier generations, yet it refined and modernized that language in ways that resonated with riders who valued both form and function. The significance of the 2010 MV Agusta F4 lies in how it championed a philosophy of harmonizing beauty with purpose. The bike demonstrated that a machine could present a visually dramatic profile while retaining precise and reliable capability at elevated speeds. That combination influenced expectations for future performance motorcycles, encouraging manufacturers to prioritize both efficiency and design identity. The long-term influence of the 2010 MV Agusta F4 can be seen in how enthusiasts and riders continue to view it as a reference point for sculptural performance machinery. Its aerodynamic layout, tightly packaged components, and focused riding dynamics demonstrated that a company could maintain tradition while updating engineering for modern requirements. This approach inspired confidence among riders who appreciated continuity. It showed that refinement could strengthen heritage rather than dilute it. The 2010 model proved that incremental technical improvements, when combined with thoughtful design evolution, create a product that feels familiar yet revitalized. The motorcycle's presence encouraged others to evaluate how a clear design language can support mechanical goals and elevate the overall rider experience. Riding impressions from long-term owners reveal how the 2010 MV Agusta F4 maintained its character over years of use. Its chassis stability and engine responsiveness continued to provide a sense of precision, even as new technologies emerged. This longevity contributed to its reputation as a modern classic. The machine did not rely on excessive electronic intervention, but instead balanced mechanical refinement with intuitive control. Riders consistently praised how the bike communicated traction, weight distribution, and power delivery. These characteristics allowed the motorcycle to feel relevant even as contemporary models introduced additional systems. The enduring appeal of the F4 stemmed from the clarity of its design priorities. Instead of chasing trends, it presented a cohesive vision centered on rider engagement. Another aspect of the motorcycle's legacy involves its craftsmanship. The 2010 MV Agusta F4 displayed attention to detail that reflected a commitment to quality. The fit and finish of bodywork components, the alignment of exhaust outlets, and the use of carefully machined parts conveyed a sense of intentionality. This craftsmanship became part of its identity. Owners often highlighted how the bike felt like a precision instrument rather than a mass-produced product. This perception influenced the broader market by reinforcing the value of meticulous design. It encouraged other manufacturers to consider how high-quality materials and thoughtful assembly could enhance brand loyalty and rider satisfaction. The emotional effect of the 2010 MV Agusta F4 remains a central part of its story. Riders frequently describe how simply approaching the motorcycle creates anticipation. The machine's silhouette carries a perception of purpose that blends elegance with athleticism. Its engine tone, aerodynamic signature, and presence at standstill help it stand apart in a crowded performance segment. The emotional connection it fosters contributes to its lasting popularity. Enthusiasts appreciate how it engages the senses and invites careful study of its design. This blend of beauty and capability has ensured its continuing relevance among collectors and riders alike. The performance expectations set by the 2010 MV Agusta F4 helped shape subsequent iterations. Future models drew on the refined chassis geometry, updated intake system, and aerodynamic improvements introduced in this generation. Manufacturers across the segment acknowledged the influence of its balanced approach. Instead of relying solely on raw output, they recognized the value of predictable dynamics and clear communication between rider and machine. This shift contributed to broader advancements in engineering philosophy, stability, response clarity, and aerodynamic efficiency became increasingly important in the design of high-performance motorcycles. The F4 demonstrated that innovation rooted in thoughtful refinement could create a product with enduring appeal. As time passes, the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 continues to attract attention among enthusiasts who value machines that merge artistry with capability. Its legacy is shaped by the way it maintained a consistent design identity while integrating forward-looking engineering improvements. The motorcycle did not attempt to reinvent itself entirely. Instead, it strengthened the traits that had made the series iconic. This approach created a product that appealed to longtime admirers while welcoming new riders who appreciated its sophistication. The long-term impact of the 2010 model demonstrates that clarity of vision can sustain relevance even as technology evolves. The broader narrative surrounding the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 reflects its place as a modern classic. Its dedication to harmony between aesthetics and performance remains influential. Riders continue to seek out examples of this model for its engaging character and the experience it offers both visually and mechanically. The machine's ability to maintain its presence in the conversations of enthusiasts highlights its significance. This legacy ensures that the motorcycle retains a respected position within the segment. It serves as a reminder that excellence in design and engineering can create a lasting imprint on the performance landscape. The 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 enters Segment 3 with a legacy shaped by its stance as a focused performance machine. At this point, the identity of the motorcycle and its long-term impact become the center of attention. The story of the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 is defined by the way it integrated artistry with engineering precision. This combination helped it stand apart in a landscape full of machines designed primarily for performance metrics. Riders who connected with this model often cite the sense of occasion it delivered. Even years after its release, the bike continues to hold relevance because it embodied a philosophy of mechanical expression rather than market-driven compromise. This lasting impression is tied to the decisions made during development. Designers and engineers aimed for a complete experience that blended usable performance with emotional resonance. The 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 endures because it satisfied both functional and aesthetic expectations without diluting either. The influence of the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 can be observed in the way later high-performance motorcycles interpret the relationship between styling and capability. Many machines attempt to balance visual impact with aerodynamic utility, but few reach the coherence achieved by this model. Its sleek outline, sculpted bodywork, and signature elements demonstrated that eye-catching design could coexist with practical airflow management. This approach shifted expectations. Enthusiasts who once considered aggressive styling incompatible with stability began to seek machines that offered both. The 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 created a reference point for how a motorcycle could connect emotional appeal to performance without compromising either aspect. Its design became a benchmark because it prioritized harmony between appearance and function. The lasting respect it receives is rooted in this balanced execution. The riding experience of the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 left a strong impression on those who spent time with it. The machine demanded engagement and rewarded skill, creating a feedback loop that riders found meaningful. Its firm suspension setup, responsive throttle, and precise chassis behavior could feel exacting. Yet these qualities also made the motorcycle feel purposeful at elevated speeds. Riders appreciated that the machine asked something of them. This transformed each ride into an event rather than routine transportation. Over time, this trait became central to the motorcycle's reputation. Enthusiasts came to value not only its performance but the way it shaped their riding habits. The 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 built loyalty by offering an experience that felt curated, intentional, and grounded in mechanical honesty. In collector circles, the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 gained recognition as a milestone model. It represented a period in the brand's history when engineering ambition aligned with refined design language. Its build quality, distinctive silhouette, and performance credentials contributed to its continued desirability. Owners often maintain these motorcycles with care because they see them not only as machines, but as examples of purposeful craftsmanship. This perspective influences market behavior. Preserved examples tend to remain valuable due to limited production and the strong identity of the model. Enthusiasts seek them out because they symbolize a moment when the brand reaffirmed its core design principles while embracing modern performance expectations. Technological evolution plays a role in how we evaluate the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 today. While newer motorcycles feature advanced electronics, adaptive systems, and further refined power delivery, the F4 retains a sense of analog engagement. Its mechanical nature appeals to riders who appreciate direct control. Instead of relying on multiple layers of electronic assistance, it communicates through geometry, weight distribution, and chassis feedback. This characteristic sets it apart in a contemporary landscape where rider aids play a major role in performance management. The 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 offers a connection that feels more tactile. This distinction enhances its appeal as a machine that provides a pure and immersive experience. The lasting impression of the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 can also be traced to the emotions it evokes. Its engine note, compact silhouette, and distinctive proportions continue to capture the attention of enthusiasts. Its design elements remain recognizable even to those who are not deeply involved in the motorcycle community. This broad appeal contributes to its enduring status. The bike evokes admiration because it represents a clear vision, executed with conviction. Owners speak about pride of ownership not only in terms of performance, but also the way the motorcycle becomes an extension of personal enthusiasm. This emotional bond strengthens its legacy and ensures its ongoing presence in discussions about notable high-performance machines. As years pass, the 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 maintains relevance by embodying the idea that mechanical excellence is not solely defined by numbers or specifications. Instead, it reflects how a machine integrates capability, style, and thoughtful design into a cohesive whole. Riders and enthusiasts continue to reference its approach when evaluating newer offerings. The combination of elegance, precision, and character sets a high standard. The continued appreciation for this model comes from the realization that few machines manage to deliver such a well-rounded experience. The 2010 MV Agusta F4 1000 stands as a reminder that performance machines can achieve lasting impact when crafted with vision, care, and a strong sense of identity.